So you're thinking about getting a K truck in a year or two, you know, you just want to stack some chips up. You don't like the way they look right now, you want some airbags. Well, this is the video for you. In my last video, I went over some of the 1999 and plus K trucks. Here we have a Hijet and Suzuki. So in this video, I want to do the same thing I did for the K trucks. I'm gonna show you guys the 1999 and up K vans because they all got a new facelift. For example, this is the Subaru Sambar K van that we've grown to love, the Diaz, and right next to it, here's the newer Subaru Sambar. Same goes for these two Suzuki Everys. This is the Suzuki Every that we've grown to love. This is a 96, and then right next to it, we have the newer, nice little facelift. They all have little hoods now. This is a 2000 Suzuki Every. But the K van I want to start off with is the Honda Acti Street. Arguably the most popular. This one's a 1997, so here's a look of a 1997 Acti. Pretty standard. It has a bench seat in the back. This one doesn't have the little split seat, but you can see the interior, all the goodies. And now let's walk over to the Honda Vamos. So here at Texas JDM, they have a couple different versions. This one's a red one. I'll show you guys the interior really quickly, but I really want to focus on one of the other models. This one also happens to be automatic. You can see that all of this is different. Airbag. You have the nice little slope like I mentioned. A lot more room. Everything is nice and compact. This guy also has power windows, which the Honda did not have. A lot of the K-Vans really didn't. And most of them now all have power windows, at least in the front. And the reason I wanted to start off with Honda is because this is my favorite K-Van here. This is a Honda Vamos Turbo. The interior on this is so cool. It has the black with the orange little decals. Another thing that all the vans have are seat belts in the rear. No more roller coaster bar right here. Now you actually have seat belts. A lot of these have some cup holders here, which is really nice. You guys know I love K-Vans, so seeing the newer generations is really cool. You also get an airbag. That one also has an airbag, but this one has like the orange buttons. Nice little carbon fiber here. Again, power windows. This is gonna be a super fun model. I can't wait to get turbo K-Vans more and more often. Here's a look at the back. I think a lot of the Honda vans from this generation all have their lights here. No more in the bumper, the SMX, the step wagon, even the Life, all the lights kind of look just like that. But yeah, this thing is cool. Still four-wheel drive. All of them have a nice facelift. Little safer than, you know, these guys where your knees are the crumple zone. There's literally nothing there. At least now you have some reinforcement. Next, let's talk about the Bravo. I've owned one of these for about a year. One of my favorite K-Vans. Here's how a 1996 looks. Pretty standard. No power windows on this guy, but that again is just a factory option. The seats are down on this guy. And then here's a newer Mitsubishi van. Again, you get a nice little hood. The interior is nice and clean. Power windows. This is probably for like fog lights or something. Cluster is nice and modern. Still get push bump four-wheel drive. This one happens to be automatic. Again, two airbags. Again, seat belts. The seats are down, but there's a lot of space. These are a lot more compact, if that makes sense. They're the same size, but they got a lot more use out of them. Here's a look at the back. I'm very excited for the new vans. I'm excited for the new trucks, but I could definitely see myself buying like 5 vans in 1 year. Literally every single model. I like all of them. And I'm sure this one probably has like a turbo or supercharged version too. Next to that, we could do the Suzuki Everys. So this is the Suzuki that we all grown to love. This guy's a 1996. Here's a look at the interior. These are actually super cool. Has a rear engine. This one has a split seat, AC. All this is kind of positioned towards you like a Supra, really like that. But again, you know, no seat belts, no airbags. All you got back here was the roller coaster bar. But a nice van. We still love these. This one even has power windows. I don't know if I've ever seen a Suzuki with power windows. This one is fully loaded. But right next to it, we have this guy, which I'm sure has even more features. Here's a look at the driver's side. Look at that. Power windows across the board. Rear wiper, rear heat, defroster. Airbag 1, airbag 2. 2 speakers there. They stopped putting the speakers like here in annoying locations. Seat belt that has a cup holder. Is it four-wheel drive still? I don't see it. Maybe it's full-time four-wheel drive, or this one might not be. Does come with overdrive and a really weird location for the gas cap. Here's a look at the back seats. No cup holders on that guy, but it is power windows. And the rear end is a little different. You got some bigger lights. This one, oh wow, it's four-wheel drive turbo. I didn't even know that. I'm telling you, I cannot wait for us to get all these turbo vans. I've never had a turbo van. I've only had turbo K cars. Get me in one of these bad boys. And then the Mitsubishi here, oddly enough, the lights are still on the bottom. They did not adjust like everybody else. Next, let's do the Subaru Sambar. So this is a Subaru Sambar Diaz. This one has a glass roof. I believe this one is also supercharged. This is definitely a crowd favorite along the K-Van line. Nice wheel, automatic, supercharged, split seat. God, I love the roof. Nice and clean. You know, we love these. We've seen these a lot. This one also has power windows only in the front. And then the newer version is right here. And this guy also has power windows. You get some airbags. You get the same cluster in the trucks. 2 cup holders here, 2 cup holders there, some storage. You get an airbag on that side. This is also completely different. A lot more room too, you could just tell. Let me get back here and see how this looks. Seatbelt, of course. All right, Sambar's still doing its thing. I'm sure they made a supercharged version of this. I'm curious if it still has a Clover 4. This one is also 4-wheel drive, very nice. And the lights are a little more on the bottom. The Honda put them all the way in the top, and then the Suzuki's kind of the same location. This is cool. Here's another Subaru that we all grown to love. I wonder if they made classic versions of the newer guys. People love to mod these out. It's a Subaru as well. I'll show you guys the interior of this just so you can see it. It's pretty much exactly the same. The only difference is like the seats were a little different, and then you didn't get the rear window back here. But these are cool. Nice Subaru classic. And then lastly, they don't have an old Daihatsu Hijet van, but they have a lot of different versions of the Daihatsu van. So here's one right here. This is an Atrai. Here's a look at the interior. Very cool. Basket back there with some curtains, power windows all around, airbag, lots of space. The shifter's up here and it's automatic. Both have airbags. Love the cup holders. This thing is super clutch. Here's a look at the back. Again, a lot of room, power, seat belts, all that good stuff. This is just one of the many Daihatsus. That's why I saved it for last. But nice. No imperfections. I would definitely buy one of these. It doesn't say turbo anywhere, but I know they made a turbo version. Here's another Daihatsu Atrai, and this one says custom. So you know it got to be fire and different. This one is 5-speed. Interior honestly looks pretty much the same. I think it has a different pattern. Nothing too crazy. Seat belts. You get an ashtray back here, which is cool. Power windows still all around. All right, one more Daihatsu. I don't really see a lot of custom. Oh, the rear bumper's definitely different. Has some side skirts too. Now I see it. Now I see it. Now I see it. Let's look at the front. Front looks maybe the same, but it does look a little lower. Let's walk back over to that normal Daihatsu. Oh yeah, I definitely see it now. That's the regular bumper, regular side skirt. And let's look at the front bumper. Oh yeah, the other one has a nice little lip. Okay, I see the custom. And then they have another one over here. This one's also a custom. Even has the pole here. Nice cool fog lights. Nice cool fog lights. Has the huge rain guards. This guy is very cool. Same interior. It does say custom right there. Power everything. Huge speaker right there. Let's look at the back. Yeah, same cool bumper. This one has a nice little aero kit to it. I wonder if Daihatsu did a turbo version of these guys, because I could definitely see myself buying one. And then last on the list is the same Daihatsu, again with some more quirks. This one has like a hood intake spoiler thing. I've never seen that before. Carbon fiber down there. Gotta love the rims with the Transformer logo. This guy has wood grain, power everything, black seats. This is VIP Momo Real, also with the wood grain, fog lights, power mirrors, shifter up there, nice radio. The list goes on. Even says Daihatsu Atrai right here, and on. Even the seats recline back. I didn't even know that was an option. If you have one of the taller passengers, you could just do this. This is the coolest van here. I spoke a little too soon, but I'm in this video here. Here's a sneak peek of all the cooler bands. It's like 90 degrees outside. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I'm dying right now. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Remember the name. This is way before the fame.